Welcome back, welcome back.
Okay.
You can hear me frickin' talking. I know you can. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Then why the fuck do you keep talking when I'm talking?
Well, I was never finished. You keep cutting
I
in.
don't care if you're not finished or not. This is my show. You're just gonna cross the rock? Someone at the front. It doesn't matter what you think. Someone at the front. It doesn't matter what you think.
Shout out to the OG. You already know what it is. If you got soft skin, just leave now.
Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Fui a reina con dinero.
It's about to get a little
Money work.
interesting. We're gonna jump around a little bit. I feel like having some fun today. Maybe teach a thing or two. Hope you're ready.
You clicked on.
Okay. All right. What's the question?
Well, you clicked the request. I mean, can you live in peace with a man? Can you submit to a man? Can you play the background?
When you say play the background, what do you mean play the background?
Play your natural role.
My natural role in being a wife?
Yes, the background.
I don't think a natural role as a wife is in the background.
Show me where in the world a natural wife is in front.
A natural role as a wife is in the background.
Show me where in the world a natural wife is in front.
She's not in front, but she's beside.
No, she's not.
Why she?
In the black community, they're in the front. And then they complain, why ain't no niggas? Where's the real kings? Where's all the... I don't understand why I can't see them. Because you're in front of them.
It's not, Kevin.
Are you out of your French toast mind?
Don't start. Don't do that now, Kevin. I'm just giving you my
I could
opinion.
be wrong.
Okay, well, when a burglar comes, are you standing side... When somebody's coming to break in the house, are you side by side by...
Are you in front then?
Beside your husband? Or are you standing behind him because he's going to have to take the bullet?
To be honest, I'm standing beside my husband.
Then you out of place.
Why am I out of place? Am I too nasty for it?
Oh my God. Hell yeah. Your place. Oh my God. Hold on. Why are you out of...
You don't even understand why you're supposed to be behind me? You think in a scenario of being attacked, you're supposed to be beside me. So, what? What are we protecting? You get it? The point of being behind is the person in front is the protector. So if you want to be in front of me, when they come with the pop stick, you gotta go and protect. Do you understand that? When you belittle men, when you decapitate their balls and marry them, when you do whatever you do to your sons and raise them up, remember, now that you got your throne, you have to protect it. That's why men go in front. Because you're going to take the bullet. Or you're going to, win.
I'm telling you why you're out of place. Your place is behind your husband, guarding the children.
Duh. If I die and you're next to me and you you die because we're the front line, then who the fuck runs away with the children? So, the future us can survive in the world. Oh yeah, there's nobody there now because you want to play this imaginary fucking side-by-side game.
Okay.
Oh, I'm really on here.
Okay.
So, when your mother, how about your grandmother?
Okay.
Hold on, Hannah. Your grandmother, was she married?
That's another thing, Mr. Kevin.
Hold on, Hannah. Let me come right back to you. Hannah. Was your grandmother married?
Yes, my grandmother was, but that's the thing with I'm trying to explain to you. We in two different generations right now. The generation that you're trying to explain to us, my generation is not living like that anymore.
Yeah.
Why? Oh yeah, because you think you're supposed to be beside me. You think because you make more money, you're the head. You think because you have the home and you have to go get a man that doesn't have the home, you're in charge. If you're in charge and you're wearing the captain's hat, when the pops come, you gotta go handle that. But you don't want those men, right?
And that's why you're dying by yourself.
But who says there isn't a man that's willing to take me for him to for
1 in 4 of you will marry.
Do you understand they have us figured out statistically and they have predicted 1 in 4 of all black women in America will be married? And then look at the divorce rates. 70% are not going to stay married. So that means majority of black women will never know what it's like to be with a man long term, thus destroying our future. The children and stuff, because they need to see it to become it. So if 20% of us are actually staying married, what about the percentage of actually happy? The marriages where they're not just staying because of the children, but they don't do the love thing. They pretend, but when you're really in love with somebody, you set out a vibration. You do things, and then your children copy it. So what? A 1%, maybe 2% of the people that are actually still married actually like each other and will actually do the things they're supposed to, and they're not just together because of money. Oh, okay, our future's looking great.
I mean, look, man, the stats don't work for your argument. Prior to 1965, black people were married at a rate of 80%. You go out to any cemetery, you'll see a black man buried next to a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
But you go after 1990, and you'll start seeing black women buried around her children.
Why is that?
Because y'all are unruly, unsubmissive, and out of line.
Well, let me. How?
Because they gave you free things, they changed the way you think, and now you don't need no man. So bad in your mind, you just don't pick any man. Every man's nothing to you now. And then you get older and older and older, and all of the TV stuff, all the stuff you believed, you understand it's fake now. And you all get that one opportunity to go back. But you being a woman is not something you turn on. Being a wife is not something you turn on. Liking a man for real is not something when you spend your life scheming, when you spend your life looking at every man like they're beneath you, the man that's supposed to be with you, you're gonna pass him right up.
Go to a restaurant on Friday or Saturday night, and you'll see a mama. You may see her with her mother and a bunch of kids. There will be no husbands. In Atlanta, I have taken pictures of restaurants full of women and children and no men.
Well, how many women at that point in time had degrees and education? Everybody.
What the French toast does your degree mean?
It means you think you're smarter, so you don't pick average black men because you think we're like the rest of the people, and the rest of the people got average people, and they get married. You don't even notice that. Yous are fighting all to be like rappers' wives, and everybody else pretends that shit, and then goes off and finds regular Billy and Chad and Young Lee and fucking Eduardo and whatever. You and I are doing this dance, and it's retarded.
Why doesn't it mean anything?
What is your degree in?
But why doesn't it mean?
What's the degree in?
That's not the question.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. No. I tell you, no. Because almost 90% of the degrees women get are in humanities.
That's not the question, though, Mr.
Yes, it is.
That's not it.
You don't seem to understand. A fucking communications degree is pointless.
How is it pointless? And who?
You went to college to get a communications degree, and you don't know how to communicate to a man to make him your fucking husband. It's useless. You don't understand how to communicate to men and get a boyfriend. Do you understand now? They got you to fucking think you know how to communicate, and you can't even communicate to your man because you have a whole nother fucking culture and reality in your head that's not gonna fit the life that you actually live. And you're living a fantasy that they designed for you.
My education and my degree is in.
Okay, if you want to play the game with me, I'll play it with you. You want to bring up degrees, you're going to have to be specific. What percentage of women get degrees that are in science, engineering, technology, or math? Infrastructure.
I don't think that matters.
Oh my
That's
God.
your problem. You don't understand what's important.
He just named all the things that would actually get you to get this money and be these super women that you want to be and claim to be. Selling hair, nails, and sex, and all these other things. Those things have been done by you before they enslaved us, and many other women for hundreds of thousands of years. You claim to be the fucking people of the Lord and all that. You cannot be running around and not trying to do something like big. You know? The nails and the booty dancing and the raps and the... No, it's time to level up. You want to get Becky Respect and fucking Mary Sue and fucking the rest of them. Dress proper. Get husbands. You want to be respected like Beyonce? Doesn't she has a husband? You want to be fucking Sierra and all the rest of these chicks? Don't they have husbands? Do they have communications degrees?
What's important then, Mr. Sims?
Who is that?
Next. Definitely want to touch on this.
I think the
video.
problem that we have with talking about sex a lot is that we have two different energies. We have sex and it's playful, it's lusty, it's exciting, it's wet, it's curious, it's fun, it's awkward, but in a funny way. And then we talk about sex and it's filled with insecurities and ego, and it's stiff and it's competitive and it's dry, right?
She'll probably be shocked as hell that I'm sitting down here with you.
I'm sure many people would be. Sure.
I don't know. Well, if they are, they haven't been listening.
Campus University. You ever notice that, especially being in most high or religious or, you think you're good people, communities, when you talk about sex, everybody turns into a fucking teenager again. It's really weird. I don't like it. My father said there's a time and place for everything. So, you know, where's our section? Where's the line? I'd really like to know. Or at least I like to make one. Because I'm tired of waiting on other people. I think they're too scared. Or maybe they just don't know what they're talking about. Who knows? All I know is there's work to be done. People need answers.
There are two things we should never have to chase: true friends and true love. People make time for who they want to make time for. People call and answer to people they want to talk to. When someone tells you that they're too busy, continuously believe them. Don't try to convince them otherwise. Don't try to force them to make time for you. If they want to, they will. It hurts, but you can't force someone to have feelings for you. Remember, energy rests upon love and comes as it will. There's no forcing it. You shouldn't have to beg someone to love you. You shouldn't have to beg someone to care. You shouldn't have to beg someone to try. You shouldn't have to beg someone to talk to you. And you shouldn't have to beg someone to put you first. If they wanted to, they would. Don't let people become a priority in your life. There are two
things that my mother couldn't teach me the difference between children who come from love and children who don't come from love. That's the difference in the black community. The ones who come from love, once they start hanging with the ones who don't come from love, they'll become victims and prey if they don't begin to behave like the ones who don't come from love. The kid who's in the house getting abused and beat by a grown person, an elder, a kid who's not getting beat, when them two fight, the kid who's not getting beat don't stand a chance. He's never been hit that hard before. So when you start looking at the backgrounds of niggas who can fight and dangerous and violent niggas, they was people who was abused. And they've been taking their pain out, so they've been learning how to hurt people because they've been getting hurt. That's where some of the most dangerous niggas in the communities come from being hurt as kids. I'm a kid been trying to fit in with kids that's been getting hurt, homie. So I've been having to go overboard to try to play like I'm a killer. They run away from home, loving home, and go be out in the ghetto, barely take baths, eat some of the most unhealthy food, sleep in some of the most nasty. My mother...
Women. When men ask you certain questions, we know the answer. We just really want to hear you say it. When you beat around the bush, it's not a good thing. It's really not.
Who filed for divorce? Who filed for divorce?
It was a mutual decision.
Who filed for divorce?
It was mutual.
Who filed for divorce? Who filed for divorce? Who filed for divorce?
I can't necessarily.
Who filed for divorce?
I did.
Thank you.
Like, really? Really?
Who filed for divorce?
Um,
Who filed for divorce?
it was a mutual.
Who filed for divorce?
It was mutual.
Who filed for
It was
divorce?
mutual.
Who filed for divorce?
It
Who filed for divorce?
I can't necessarily.
Who filed for divorce?
I did.
Thank you.
Like,
That was a
really?
very hard question. You filed for divorce.
Well, in that
You filed for
marriage,
divorce, ma'am. You just filed for divorce. That's all it
Okay,
is.
but tell
You
me
filed,
you
no,
think I
ma'am.
was
You
wrong
filed for
for filing
divorce.
for
You
divorce.
filed for divorce.
I meant
Some things happen in life. All men are not going to judge you. like the internet. So, you know, it's okay to make mistakes, but you keep like women get. I've heard all my life women mature faster than men, and use really. There's so many questions that a man can ask a woman to prove that's not true.
African American women on a consistent basis. One of his last statements that he said was that if you're over 38 and you haven't married or something like that, that you're no good and disposable. To me,
No, he didn't say you're disposable. He said leftover women. And that's something else that he didn't make up. He took that from a Japanese article because in Japan they're having the same exact problem except extremely worse. So bad that now their people are starting to like die off or something. Like they're having birth rate problems. They need people to fucking be born, and it's not happening. And they're offering black men from America $78,000 to go over there and have babies with their women.
he was a shock jock. And, I hope this is teaching folks a lesson about the karma that you put out, the negativity that you put out in the world, that when karma comes knocking at your door.
I mean, I can't say that he wasn't a shock jock or whatever. He literally did model his shit after a radio host, shock jock, that modeled his shit after men that sound the horns. My daddy's in the building. But it still was the truth.
She might not be so kind. So, the fact that he killed over real quick and was supposedly with a woman that we don't yet know the nationality. Rest in peace.
Buy a dog and die alone.
You know, that's true. He did die with the woman. He did what most men in the world are not gonna do. They're gonna die after work on a shitter. They're gonna die fucking jerking off. They're gonna die fucking with a needle in their arm. They're gonna die sitting there watching their favorite show and have a heart attack. They're gonna die in a car accident. He died with a fucking hot woman on him. Oh, that was so bad. He went out like a sucker. User retarded. Wow, I found one that I actually never seen before. Let's enjoy a little bit of this together.
What do you got?
Okay, so, well, you said I looked young. I'm 29, so I
That's
am.
a compliment. That's nice.
So I'm single, no kids.
Okay.
So, in your expertise, what can I say? Sorry, I'm super nervous.
That's okay.
So, what is your advice of attracting someone who's not a beta male?
A beta male?
Yeah.
When you say a beta male, what does that mean?
So I've been watching your videos for the past week. Everyone kept on sharing like your viral videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually like went on your YouTube video and started watching like a lot of your older stuff and realized that you did have like a lot of good advice and that you're only trying to help. So I watched a video last night that you said the reason why there's so many alpha females is because of beta males. So
It's funny how a lot of women used to say the same thing about Kev. All his male audience agreed on everything, and a lot of the women that called in agreed and said, yeah, I started watching your shit, and I'm like, whoa, I'm learning things, and I need to learn a little bit more, because I think this guy knows what the fuck he's talking about. he's roasting people, he's roasting my kind, but I see that dumb shit they're doing, and I'm not one of them. I want a man, and I do dumb shit that he's talking about, and maybe I need to stop before it's too late.
Basically, just like a simp.
Yeah. Beta males, in the dating sense, are men who don't step into what I call confident, intelligent, and assertive. Men who don't lead. Alpha males are men who step into their masculinity, they're confident, intelligent, and assertive, and they're willing to lead. Now that is different than many people. The word alpha and beta gets so diluted.
Because everybody has their opinion. There's many different alphas. Because there's many different things to do in life. So, men are going to say what the fuck they think.
But really what it's coming down to is a man who's a masculine frame and is willing to step forward and lead, and that enables a woman to be what I call feminine, beautiful, and inspirational, stay in her ultimate feminine, which is honestly the best place for both of the genders. I say that pressure is made for shoulders, not for hips. So
Pressure
when you
plus
say
pipes.
beta, are you talking about a man who can lead you? Or are you talking about just an effeminate, weak, submissive man?
Submissive, weak, super feminine.
When was the last time you...
So, I was on this dating app today, and I literally seen a woman's profile, and that's exactly what she's looking for, a submissive man. And then she's the first person I ever seen have a profile picture of her standing literally on top of a man, posing. I said, yo, what the fuck is the world? What's going on? And it hit me. I said, people, the things people want, they're there. But are you going to get exactly what you want? More likely no, because, no one's perfect. But can you get things that you do want? Yes.
Your relationship?
My last relationship was 1.5 years ago.
How long did it last?
So I was with him for 4 years. So we were married.
Okay.
Okay.
So we were dating for 6 months, and then he proposed to me.
Okay.
So our engagement lasted 1.5 years, and then 1.5 years later, I found out he was cheating on me with his manager.
God damn.
And then we got divorced. So been divorced for about 1.5 years now.
So his manager...
I'm not saying, because I don't know what he's going to say, but I'm going to say what I want to say. And he's probably going to say the same thing or maybe something different. On either end, cheating is a very big thing. But leaving a marriage is really big. And, because it's like, you put yourself, even if you're she's like the good one, and she ain't do nothing wrong. But still, she's a divorced woman. So when you're out here in the market, a man that hears that you're married might have in his, you don't know what happened. So right away we're thinking, well, that dude can easily fuck her husband. If nothing really bad happened, and she could forgive him, or whatever, or they got their ties with their kids, he could come back anytime he wants.
Someone was a woman?
I'm sorry?
Assuming his manager was a woman? Female?
Yes.
Alright.
So
How'd you find out?
a little hard.
I found out from one of his ex-coworkers actually.
Jesus
So there was a
Christ.
lot of like signs, and I called him out on
Hold
it.
on. When you were working, did you have to work?
Yes, I was working full time.
But you guys splitting the bills 50-50?
Yes.
This is crazy, bro.
And how old was he? You guys the same age?
Boy.
He's was a little bit older than me.
Oh
Alright, so-
my God, niggas is, come on, fellas,
Actually-
fellas. Who you dropping the ball like this for?
You found out about the affair. What did he say?
Well, when I first called him out on it, he still tried to deny it.
Okay.
And then I found like some pictures on his email.
Okay.
So then I sent those to him, and then he couldn't deny it after that.
And that was the
She said-
dissolution of the marriage.
Batwoman.
Yes. So I did not want to be with him after that. I found out that he was basically cheating on me with her while we were engaged.
Oh,
So the entire time.
Is she married?
Yes.
and I stand corrected. That's what I mean by, there's always a reason to leave. There's always a reason to stay. There's always a reason to move on, you know? Like when somebody really does some repeated offensive shit where you're like, yo, bro, I know the truth already. What the fuck is wrong with you? And you got a Batman them. Yeah, I think it's time to leave. If you got a Batman somebody and you do all this extra, like, because I truly do believe some people fuck up because of being used to being around somebody. And you forget how much you really love them. And then when you do that dumb shit and you let it go bye-bye, some people do regret it and wish they never did that shit. And they would make up for it, but, you know, they did that shit, so no, there is no make it up.
You are sitting down.
Am I sitting up?
You're sitting down. You might want to lean back.
Lean back.
Because I don't know what you ladies
Lean
expect in man. The kind of man that you would want to marry is attracted to other women, but it sounds like your husband went through his best to keep it from you. He did not put it in your face.
Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't quite hear.
Your husband sounds like he did his best to hide it from you.
Yes.
He did not put it in your face.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned something.
I did a video Monday talking about how value men cheat. Ladies, I don't know if you man. If your husband was attracted to
Skip all that high value bullshit. I was just talking about that the other day where, grandpa and grandpa's grandpa, you know, his father, whatever, they were cheating. Regular men cheat, everyone cheats. Because it's a lifestyle. It's not fucking cheating. It's called being a grown-ass man. And you know what you're going to do. You know your appetite. And you actually explain this to this woman. And she's like, I accept you. That's it. And then she puts boundaries on this shit, you know, to save your fucking stupid ass life. That's what the fuck women are there for, stupid asses. Just like we put boundaries on them, they're supposed to put boundaries on us. Not every woman accepts things like that though. But there are. And it always has been. It's a fucking laughable joke when people pretend like back in the day was so holier than thou. Fuck out of here.
you, he's attracted to another woman. But he was trying to keep it behind your back, cheating with a married woman. What do you think you're going to find out here now? You think the next man you find is going to just be loyal to you?
Sound the horns.
Well, I definitely have a lot of trust issues now.
Well, is it trust? See, this is what I don't understand. Let's take it away from you because it's too personal. In the animal kingdom, Name me the species of are mammal the male of the species of mammals normally monogamous?
Not many.
The alpha lions that all women are supposedly chasing. I want the alpha fucking lion male. They keep 3 bitches with them at all times. So why do you expect it to be different? Use one niggas and tell niggas I want a lion man. Roam this concrete jungle and devour men. Well, when that's what happens when you're the fucking king of the jungle. Shut the fuck up and get the fucking place. Or go get with a wolf. Go look up what wolves do. They mate with one woman for life. Stop fucking letting media and all this other shit tell you, I want an alpha, I want an alpha dog, an alpha lion, and that. You don't even know what you want because you let everyone fucking tell you, what's your beta male? Your fucking husband. That's what it is. Because you're a fucking beta woman. You're average. You're not so fucking funny. You're not exciting. It's a joke. A lot of people are really full of themselves. Not speaking generally of this woman, but, you know.
No. So you gave up your husband, who proposed to you in 6 months and married you, and you were building a life with him, but he was cheating with a married woman. So she had a husband too.
Jesus Christ.
Only way he found out about it was from a dirty Mac and somebody in the cohort who was probably just hating him. Was it the man who told you?
Oh my God, bro. So we got 2 fucking whole families. Can you say, very ironic, we have a husband and wife cheating with a husband and wife. Can you say they should have just said, you know what, I think I found my real wife. Maybe y'all 2 should meet each other, the other 2 that we're leaving, y'all, maybe y'all should meet, maybe y'all fucking match up, like, what the fuck, like, oh man, people are just, I wonder how that relationship's going. I wish I could find this woman, because I want to know how that's going. I hear something really crazy every fucking time. Every year.
Of course, because he wanted to get in your ass.
Yeah, it can't be wild.
He was probably just hating him. Was it the man who told you?
Yes.
Of course, because he wanted to get in your ass. So, you wrecked your own home.
So you think I should have stayed with him when he was cheating the entire time?
Huh, you ain't gonna like my show. Yeah? Because now what you got?
Yo, Kevin's a fucking savage.
Stayed with him when he was cheating the entire time?
Huh, you ain't gonna like my show. Yeah? Because now what you got?
Well, hopefully to find someone who's loyal.
And that's why you're supposed to come to the GMB show. All love, all praise to the Most High.